Hi, and welcome back. We're here joined by Shamika Taylor, the founder of Taste of Taylor Catering Service. Thank you for joining us today, Shamika.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us about your background.
Well, I'm 36 years old. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. I currently reside in Red Hook, Brooklyn. I don't have any children right now, but I do plan on having some in the near future.
Oh, that's good.
I, around 19 years old, when I was 19 years old, I enrolled in Brooklyn Job Corps,
Okay.
where I obtained my culinary arts certificate.
Okay.
And after completing that, I then went on to cook and to work and cook in a nursing home in Brooklyn, New York, which I've been there for 16 years.
Well, so you always had an interest in cooking and things like that. Now, you started your own catering business. How did that come up?
Well, I have to thank my mom for that because without my mom being fast and fierce in the kitchen as she was, wouldn't have gave me the opportunity to even have a dream or passion for cooking. So anytime that she was in the kitchen cooking, I'll stand beside her and I'll watch her, learn her techniques and just the basics of cooking, which led me to love to cook. So, once I got a little older, I said, I think that's what I want to do for a living. So that's what made me enroll into Job Corps.
Now, in starting your food business, you also, to get more experience, you enrolled in a program called Hot Bread Kitchen, as well as the NYCHA Food Pathways programs. How did you even find those programs?
Okay, now how this came about, I was sitting home and my best friend called me and she said, Shamika, I see something. I got an email and it's Brooklyn, food business pathways, and it's for NYCHA residents. Maybe you should consider, doing your research and seeing what it's all about. She was like, girl, I'm gonna just sign you up. So she signed me up, and then they gave her a confirmation back stating, okay, well, this is the day for orientation, the time, the place that I needed to be there, which I then went. After orientation, I was called in for an interview at the Reese Building on Atlantic Avenue in Brooklyn, where I was luckily enough to get picked because five boroughs, and they had a lot of applicants. So I was very, very fortunate to be one of those people picked for the Food Business Pathways program.
Well, that's very interesting. Now, as a woman and as a young entrepreneur, you're a millennial, what kinds of challenges did you face in starting a business? Because a lot of people have issues with, getting staff, getting financing, and those kinds of things. So tell us about your challenges.
That was one of my concerns, finances. So as I attended the Food Business Pathways, one of my instructors, they was letting us know, they have Kickstarters out there, they have crowdfunding. So they was basically giving us the information on how to go about to getting finance. So after I graduated from the program, I sat home and I'm like, what should I do? So I then Googled Kiva. And I had to fill out an application. I had to write a little short story of my background, my job, my business description, which I did, and I asked for a loan for $5,000. I then was appointed a mentor, sort of like a mentor. Her name is Sarah, who then helped me with the next steps. So what I had to do was I had to get 17 lenders within my own personal network to invest in me because they have about 1.9 million members and they help people in like 80, I think it's 85 countries. So in order for these people to invest in me, I had to show my personality through my story.
Okay.
So once I got they gave me 15 days to get the 17 lenders. Is the first half is very time sensitive. So if I didn't get my 17 lenders within the 15 days, it will then expire.
Okay.
So I was lucky to get my 17 lenders in 10 days, leaving me with 5 days left. Once I got my 17 lenders, Kiva then put me onto their platform
Okay.
to where people all over the world now can see and read my story and invest in my business, which they did. I had people from Taiwan, PayPal, MetLife, WeWork, they all invested in my business, which led me to get my funds of $5,000.
Now, Kiva sounds like a fabulous crowdfunding platform.
It is. And it's zero entrance. So I don't have to pay back no entrance. I borrow $5,000. That's
Okay.
all I pay back is $5,000. So it's pretty cool.
Now, in starting a business, an entrepreneur has to be disciplined. You have to have a lot of personal characteristics that will make you successful. So tell us about, in what ways would you say you're the most disciplined and the least disciplined?
When it comes down to food, my most discipline is following a HACCP plan. Following the guidelines that you need to follow. Keeping cold food cold, keeping hot food hot, making sure I don't cross-contaminate anything, checking delivery, making sure it come in at the temperature that it's supposed to come in at. And if not, I don't accept it. FIFO, first in, first out. So making sure I rotate my inventory to keep the quality good, and fresh. And my least discipline, I can say portion control.
Portion control?
Yeah, because I come from a big family. Everybody likes to eat, so I've made people food and they like, girl, that food I could eat for 2 days. So, that's my least discipline when it comes down to portion control.
Now, as a woman, do you ever have trouble with work-life balance? Because I know your business comes first in your life.
Well, to be honest, I don't have to balance my personal life because what I do is my life.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This is I eat, breathe, and sleep food. Like this is my passion. This is what I love to do. So I don't think that I have to compromise, anything when it comes down to, preparing food for my consumers.
What kind of food do you cook exactly?
Well, I specialize in Southern American soul food and
Okay.
Caribbean cuisines. And what I did was I've worked hard to make my recipes low in sodium.
Okay.
Because I understand that it's a lot of, African Americans, we suffer from heart disease,
Diabetes.
hypertension, high cholesterol. So my thing is, okay, what can I do to make this healthy? So I try to remove the skin from my chicken. I use low sodium chicken and beef base, fresh herbs and spices to make it more healthier for the health conscious people that's concerned and worry about their fat and sodium intake.
Well, that's awesome. I'm a person, I need to eat healthier myself, so I will definitely become a customer of yours. With all of your success and everything that you're doing and everything that you hope to achieve, what would you say you're the most grateful for and why?
I am most grateful for my mom.
Oh,
I'm definitely grateful for her because without her, I don't think I would have had the dream of wanting to become a chef or catering for people. Once I cooked for my mom, I remember I cooked for my mom, it was Thanksgiving, and I don't even think she knew I knew how to cook that well.
really?
And I had a neighbor, she's from Guyana, so she made some sauce and she made fried rice, and just by me tasting it, I knew exactly how to cook it.
Really?
Yeah, and I was surprised too. I didn't even know I had that power, So I ate and I'm like, what did she do? So I made some sauce and literally my mother ate the whole pot.
Really?
She ate the whole pot. So I'm grateful that she allowed me to stand beside her in the kitchen and watch her techniques and watched how she moved. She was just she was fast and fierce in the kitchen. And I'm grateful that she did pass the spatula to me. Like, okay, well, I trust you enough to cook for us. And I was cooking, I have a big family, so it was 12 of us in a 3-bedroom apartment. So I'm most grateful for my mom. I'm grateful for Food Business Pathways, because without them, it would have been a longer process for me to get my own business. Not saying that I wouldn't have never done it, but I wouldn't have it right now at this point.
Wow.
So I'm very grateful for Food Business Pathways.
For the millennials who are watching our program, and for the women watching our program, and the family caregivers watching our program, what advice would you give them who may have a dream of starting a business like you did?
Follow your dreams, never give up, don't take no for an answer, and do it with a smile.
That's beautiful. Shamika, thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll definitely be having you back on the program. We'll be right back.
Thank
We hope that you enjoyed today's episode. If you would like more information about family caregiving and starting your own home business, please log on to our website at www.caregivinginyu.info. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter for daily updates. Until then, take care of yourself and each other. We'll see you next week on Caregiving in You.
Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger, pushing each other to the limits. We were learning quicker. By 11, smoking herb and drinking burning liquor. Never rich, so we were out to make that steady figure. Once I was 11 years old, my daddy told me, go get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old. Always had that dream like my daddy before me. So I started writing songs, I started writing stories. Something about that glory just always seemed to bore me, 'cause only those I really love will ever really know me. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told before the morning sun when life was lonely. Once I was 20 years old. Only see my goals, I don't believe in failure, 'cause I know the smallest voices, they can make it major. I got my boys with me, at least those in favor. And if we don't meet before I leave, I hope I'll see you later. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told. I was writing about everything I saw before me. Once I was 20 years old. Soon we'll be 30 years old. Our songs have been sold. We've traveled around the world and we're still roaming. Soon we'll be 30 years old. I'm still learning about life. My woman brought children for me, so I can sing them all my songs and I can tell them stories. Most of my boys are with me, some are still out seeking glory, and some I had to leave behind. My brother, I'm still sorry. Soon I'll be 60 years old. My daddy got 61. Remember life and then your life becomes a better one. I made a man so happy when I wrote